Hey everyone, this is NMB. Welcome to the channel. Today we'll have a look on Redis, get an understanding of it and why it's used. Also, we'll try it out, set it up on our local. So let's get started. So first of all, if you want to get a brief description about Redis, you can check out their website, redis.io. So Redis is an in-memory database. In-memory means the value stored in the Redis, it goes into the memory, not into like regular databases where data is written and permanently stored. So Redis means it's you can say it's a RAM where of the RAM of the server, which is the memory, and the data is written there. So sometimes in large scale application you have to frequently get the data. If the data is same, you are doing DB calls a lot, then it affects the DB, affects the performance also, the applications become slow. So to remove that issue, they come up with an technology called Redis, which give you the recently most used data from the Redis. It's more of like a key value pair storage, where you just put the key and the value. Let's say you can put some user access token or some data user ID related to anything. So if you want to know how is a key value pair, you can think of like a JSON. Let's say this is an JSON. You can see there is a key, there is one value. So like that, how it is stored. If you want to check the documentation, you can go here. You can read it's in memory databases what are the data structures is provide, like string, hashes, list, everything it's provide. That's why it's so famous and it's very easy to integrate. So we'll go step by step and see how we can set it up on a local system. You can check out their website. It's free, of course, open source. So the first thing, how to install Redis on your local system. So I'll prefer you should have a WSL. If you know about that, if you're on a Windows system, you can try out WSL. Now if you want to install WSL, you can do like this: WSL install it, let you install some Linux version. It will ask you. Let's say I have Ubuntu in my system, as you can see. If you want to check the website also, Microsoft have it on their website how to install and other thing. So let's get started about how you set up Redis on our local. I'll prefer if you first go through a bit of it, how things happen and why it's better than the databases, or instead of making a lot of calls to the databases, why we use Redis. So that how we can optimize the system whenever we are developing an application. You can go through those things, you can run atomic operations like appending to a string, other things. It have also arrays, sets, everything it have. It all the data structure you normally use any languages, it have that. So it's simple actually. It's you can say it's, just think of it like a DB, but it's faster. The simple understanding for a normal person who is new to this is this one. So first of all, if you want you have installed the WSL, Windows Substitute for Linux. There is also directly it's not supported on Windows, but there are some versions. You can check it out. Redis for Windows, if you try to find out, you will get. There are some GitHub projects also, they have made it for uh, they have ported it. So if you see, Redis is not officially supported on Windows, but still Windows supports the WSL, so no issues with it, we'll do with it. So first thing, we have the WSL, Windows subsystem for Linux install. Second, we have this bash terminal, we have access to it. Now let's install the Redis. So to install, you have to type this command. You do have to install Redis. This is how you normally in Ubuntu install an application. So I'll put the password. See, I have already installed, so it's show me it's already in the newest version. You don't have to do anything. So now, in my local I have installed Redis, but how to run it? See, whenever you have seen you run an application, you can see on the task manager there is a process ID attached to it. Similarly, Redis will also run, and it will run on a port. So if I do the best, the command to run the Redis is Redis CLI. It is this command comes with Redis. Once you have installed it, you can just use this command. Now you can see this is my local, this is my local domain, as you know, and 6379 is the port where by default Redis runs. If you want to change it, there are config settings where you can change it on your system, but by default Redis provide that. So we'll go with it. So if you want to know what are the commands, how to try out the commands, the best thing I'll ask you to go to the Redis documentation. You can go the docs here, you can see the commands here, and there are pretty good. They have decorated it like from A to Z all the commands. There are a lot of commands, but in the this video we'll just go through some important commands that we'll be using day to day life. So let's say you want to set some key. I'll search it here. The best is you just click on any of the command, and here on the left side you can see all the commands are there. So we'll try out some most important commands. Okay, so let's say you want to try out all the things, all the keys present in the Redis. So first of all, let's set one key in this Redis. Let's say I may the command to set it is set. Okay, you can create one key with set commands, and I give it a name, something like uh, John Doe. Okay, so it gives okay. Okay means it inserted the key. If you want to get the key, you can use get, and the key name is name, so it will give you John Doe. By default it sets as a string. If I do something like set name and only John, then by default it's set it as a string only. Now if I get the name, okay, it will give you John. If you use the same key, it will overwrite it. Now let's set another key. Okay, let's say name 2. Okay, name 2 is some different thing like abcd, so it will also set it. Now if you, this is key, this is the key we set. Now you want to delete it, so you can use the delete, and you can see the suggestions. Okay, key, and here if you multiple keys you can pass something like this. Now name 2 I want to delete, I deleted it. If you want to go to the documentation how to run a command, you are confused, simply search is not delete, and it will give you the delete command. You can see. Okay, so let's say if you want to check if a key exists or not, you can use that exist command, and the key here the suggestion shows it's the, you have to provide the key name. Yes, 1 means yes the key exists. If it's 0 it does not exist. If I make it something like name 3, they'll give you 0. Okay, so now there is another interesting thing. Sometimes what happens is in real life application you want to set a key that should get expired automatically. You don't want to put in redundant values and full up your memory. So in most of the production use cases, whenever you set a key, you set some expire time. So after 24 hour, let's say it gets expired, the best way to do is you can use this one. This is what it does is it sets an expiry time. Let's say I give it as key 1. Okay, and I want to expire it after 10 seconds, so you can just pass like 10 and you give some value, let's say John. Okay, then after 10 seconds it will get expired. Now if you want to check after how many times it's getting expired, you can something like set ttl and you do key 1, it will give you -2. Okay, means the key is already expired. Okay, so I want to increase it. Let's say I make it 20 seconds. Okay, now if I do it, see 18 seconds left, 16 seconds left. So like this, once it got deleted it will be negative. After after some time it will get but let's say you want to set the key, but you have set some time, let's say 24 hour, but after you think that you don't want to delete it. Okay, so you can also do it. Let's say I'm again setting that key to 20 seconds. Okay, so now if you see that time to expire is 17 seconds. Now what I'll do is I'll use the persist command, persist, then I'll use that key 1. So now if you see na, it's -1, that it won't get expired. If I get key 1, it will give me that value. So now it's not getting expired, that's why it gave you -1, time to expire is not present. So let's say you have a lot of key and you want to remove all, so there is a command flushL, it will remove all the keys. And to see all the keys present inside your Redis cache, you can do something like key star, it will give you all the keys. Now it's an empty, so I'm again setting something. I again said, then If I do key star, it will give me the name of the key. Okay, so this is some basic structure like string, integers. This is how you store. Let's say you want to store some advanced thing. So before that, I also tell you one interesting thing. Let's say you want to get all the keys that matches one pattern. Let's say I'm setting something like this is name 2. Okay, and this is abc name. This is another key name 2. Okay, now I want to get all the keys like let's say they have abc in the matching in the starting or ending. So now if you do key star abc, it is just like an sql query. You have used percentile to match that, something like this it does. It is a star means on the left side it will not consider, the right side it will not consider, middle part abc is any present in any of the given string above, and it checks. So abc name is here, so that's how it returned. You can say just like in javascript it checks for includes, that this string is included or not. It does the same thing. Okay, now do flutter. You can also use the clear command to clear the terminal. So let's say I'll increase the size a bit. You want to create an array, you can use, there are two types, that is lpush and rpush. You can see those command here. Lpush, it puts the values in the left of the array. Install all specific record at least stored at the key. Okay, if key does not exist, it will create one empty. So you can see my list. We can also try it out. Let's say I do lpush, I give a key name. Key name is key 1. Then I put some name like name 1, name 2. So now it gave you the size. Okay, if you get the key 1, so you can't get an array like this, it will give you an error. So to get an array you have one command lrange. So you can also check it here, just like your for loop, it loops over it and give you the value. Lrange, you have to provide the key name, then the start and the stop. Let's say I want to get the key name is key 1, and start is let's say the first 0 and 1. So it will give you two values. On the top the name 2 is there, the one is first one is name 1. Let's say I want to push another values. Let's say I do it name 3, name 4. Okay, now what it does is it appends. If you do something like this, let's say 0 to 4. So we did the lrange key 1 0 to 4. So from the 0 to 4th index it provided the value. You can see previously we have only name 1 name 2. On the top of it, it added name 1 name 2 name 3 name 4. So there are 6 entries. If I make it 5 now, you can see all of them. First name 1 name 2 was there, then it added on the left side. Okay, similarly there is another one that is called as the right rpush. You can also check it here. So you have to just go through not all the commands, I'll say some of the commands important, like arrays are some mostly used, mainly the strings are used. So you can try, you can go and explore here how to do something. rpos I'll say you can try it of your own. You can it will put the array on the right of uh, the list you currently have. Then you can use the lpop. Okay, let's say our name was key 1, so I'll delete it. You can see the last name was name 3, that's why it deleted it. If you do another lpop, it will again delete. From left side it will delete. If I do rpop and the key 1, till from the right side it will delete. So name on the right side it deleted it. So these are some basic commands you can try out now with redis. There is also some commands you can delete multiple keys. Let's say you pass the key and then the number of count. You can go through here, you can check it out on the documentation. It's like pretty easy to start. In the next video we can build an application, small node.js application. A small server will install the redis package and we'll try out and we'll see how we can do it from a API perspective or from the application. Yeah, so that's much in this video. We'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care, have a good day.